The war in the Middle East has raised pressure on Ukraine as Russia prepares a new offensive, raising questions about international support and weapon supplies. Russian strikes have not let up. Drone strikes hit a school in the Chernihiv region earlier this week, partially destroying the building. That region struck again in another drone attack that left many residents without power. Let's speak to our correspondent in the capital, Kyiv, Emmanuelle Chaze. Hello to you, Emmanuelle. What's the latest information you have about some of these latest Russian strikes?
Well, you were mentioning those overnight strikes that Russia carried against Ukraine with over 150 kamikaze drones, according to the Ukrainian authorities. And some of those strikes heavily impacted the energy infrastructure in the Chernihiv region. In Chernihiv region, it is 430,000 people who are now deprived of electricity in various parts of that region following the strikes. This was also confirmed by Ukrzaliznytsia. This is the railway company running Ukrainian trains. And those trains, just to give you an idea of the impact those strikes on the energy infrastructure also has, and on the railway infrastructure. Many trains across the country, not just in Chernihiv region, are no longer running, or they run with huge delays, sometimes 4 or 5 hours if they are not cancelled at all, because also moving trains, if they run, they are also being targeted by Russian strikes. Ukrzaliznytsia had said that at least 6 civilians were killed in drone strikes against its trains. So it really shows that day in, day out, those Russian strikes against Ukrainian infrastructure, be it energy, be it railway, well, they continue on.
Are Ukrainians hopeful at all of ceasefire talks?
Well, in this context, it is difficult for the Ukrainian population to have any hope that peace would be brokered soon. There's been an interesting poll by the Kyiv International Institute of Sociology that has been made public just a few days ago, and it shows that over 70% of the population of those people who have been participating to this survey said that they didn't believe that any discussion with Russia involved would bring peace, or at least lasting peace. There's still also over 60% of Ukrainians who refuse to consider giving away any territory. We know that the territorial issue is the most pressing in those discussions with the US and with Moscow, because Russia still has its demands that Ukraine would, in a sense, just give Donbass, the eastern region, away, even including territory it has not militarily lost to the Russian aggression yet. And in fact, there's even over 50% of the population, 55% in fact of Ukrainians, who are ready to keep on defending, keep on having this war for as long as it will take, and until there is a victory, until Russia stops fighting against Ukraine.
Emmanuelle, thank you very much. Emmanuelle Chaze reporting from Kyiv.